Now, here's a quick one, and not to mention awful one, that shows once again that they always come back. They always come back to that nice guy who they perceive will always take them back when things get tough. Title: My ex, a 25-year-old female, left me after a cancer diagnosis 3 years ago and wants to be involved in my life and friends again. I'm very conflicted and not sure what to do. Somebody abandons you at your lowest point in life, that you know exactly what to do if they ever come back into your life. Good Lord. It says here, I met my ex almost 7 years ago and we started casually seeing each other around 2018. Our relationship was very chaotic and unhealthy in the beginning for reasons I do not wish to disclose, but I was at fault. Chaotic and unhealthy, then that's no reason to continue on a relationship. And he says it's my fault. Really? Or did she convince you of that? I hurt her pretty bad and we ended up ruining our friendship. We stopped talking for a period of time and then I finally reached out after almost a year realizing that I missed what we had. She was reluctant, but we gave it a go. Our relationship for that period was fulfilling and I was very much in love with her. I felt safe and loving, however, I wasn't very sure how realistic things were. We got back together right before the pandemic started, so there wasn't a whole lot for us to do except spend time together. My ex was struggling a bit with some life choices and what to do next. Aren't all these a-holes always struggling with their boneheaded life choices? Usually involve having a lot of partners and being broke and bad with money and usually alcohol and drugs and all those other things. Her family as well was going through a very difficult period with her parents splitting up and her dad moving abroad for work. Her relationship with her mother is not great either. A red flag. She wasn't in school and was unsure of her career path. So, a gal that's not going anywhere in this world, again, not exactly relationship material. And a bad relationship with her mother, again, bad sign for relationship material. I, on the other hand, was doing a dual degree at a very prominent college, a D1 varsity athlete, and was planning on going to an Ivy League school for my master's. I never brought this up to her or made her less, and I always actively encouraged her to go back to school, which she did. I love her very much and cared about her a lot because she made me feel safe and loved. In July 2020, I started having some symptoms around my groin during training after a bad session, went in for an MRI. It was determined that I had torn my groin, so I went in for an operation shortly after. Before the operation, my doctor did some blood work that came back very skeptical, and during the OR, they found a tumor in my groin. That sucks. It was cancerous, but they caught it very early on, so the prognosis was okay. However, the treatment was not good. I couldn't train anymore and was only working and doing my classes online. For an athlete, that is a nightmare from hell. But you know what? That's far better than getting cancer, and you know the point. 3 weeks after my surgery and after introducing me to her family, my ex comes to my place and breaks up with me saying the spark is gone. Oh, how nice after you were diagnosed with cancer and you had the surgery and all that, right when you need her the most. That she doesn't love me anymore and doesn't want to work on this. I absolutely broke down mentally and was crushed. She went on to move on within a couple hours when my friend found her on Tinder and I was devastated. There you go, a Tinderella. To make things much more difficult, a week later, my best friend from childhood dies in his sleep. I told her we could evaluate things after a month, but I was so crushed, hurt that I ended up cutting all ties. The next few months were mentally the darkest period of my life. Yeah, you know who your friends are, who cares about you when you're going through hell, and people either are by your side or run for the hills. Eventually, I was cleared to start training again, and I was doing classes online due to the pandemic, but mentally I effed up. A lot of therapy, crying, and mental breakdowns. I moved on with someone else, but that relationship ended shortly because it wasn't fair to her to be put through what I was going through. You were in no condition to get in relationships. You needed to heal. During this time, my ex is bragging to our mutual friends about how she was really enjoying her SLUT phase and that she was happy that she left me. Oh, that's very kind of her. She also went and slept with my former best friend, who she knew hurt me very much in the past, and I found out about it, which crushed me. Coupled with her accidentally running into me at some of the spots I frequent, I was very angry and upset. This chick is nuts. Unless there's some things he's not mentioning that he did to her, which I doubt. She's just doing this to rub salt in the wounds. Since then, I graduated with 2 degrees, got accepted into an Ivy League school for my master's, and started a really good job. Good for you, bro. Back on the horse. I healed a lot through therapy and working on myself, and even got go to qualify for a major sporting event. Lo and behold, while all this is happening, she decides to reach out and tells me how proud she is of me, and then asks if we could talk and have coffee. Not a snowball's chance in hell. Now that I'm making good money and I'm doing well and you can benefit from this, now she's back. And this is the gal that has no direction in life, no prospects. Now she wants it back after she had her SLUT phase. That she misses our friendship, wants to be involved in my life. Prior to this, she was going around telling my mutual friends that she was having second thoughts and was thinking of reaching out to talk to me. This is all the while she's in a relationship with someone else, and I find that downright disrespectful. Well, this is who she is. This is her nature. She's going to cheat and she's going to lie and not care about anybody's feelings or what they're going through to take care of her. My mind is telling me to call her out and tell her to leave me alone, but my heart feels another way. Smack. I know she hurt me a lot, but I loved her a lot, and I do not know what to do. Smack. I really wish I could smack him, because he needs it. All guys need to go smacking upside the head from time to time. Dude, she left you at the worst part of your life. You don't think she's going to do it again when she doesn't think that her needs are being met or some other bullshit excuse? No. You can't have somebody involved with you like that. Better to be alone than have someone like that. And she's only back because you're doing well, and obviously the guy that she's with isn't doing it well for her. She's a terrible person. Get rid of her. Or she say, do not accept any coffee date or walking in the park or meeting for a hot dog or anything. It's a terrible idea. And if he meets with her, the old feelings are going to rush back and he'll start making excuses. And next thing you know, it's a bad idea. But it goes to show you, they always come back.